Hello students, as we were doing poem Rajia the Tigress, 3 stanzas I have already explained you in our last class. In this video, we will do 4th stanza. And take a long circular route hiding behind bush and shrub. Once he knew his scent won't carry, in a flash he would erupt. So in this stanza, the poet describes how Sheru would hunt his prey. Sheru would walk in circles to throw off his scent. Then he would hide behind the thick bushes and the tall shrubs in the forest so that he remained out of the sight, and so that the threat of an imminent attack on them would not be detected by the deer. Once he was sure that the deer had not picked up his scent, he would suddenly jump out of the bushes and attack the deer so fast that they would not even know how the attack happened, and Sheru could easily kill the deer. So Sheru was an expert in winds. He knew their paths of traveling. He would hunt down his prey with ease. After he had understood the ways of the wind, he was also a fierce attacker. He could bring down his prey with one blow. Next, we will do 5th stanza. Deer had not sniffed that thick and musty smell of haze, which people dubbed as tiger scent. He got the stag. His claws fell like a giant club. Here, Blue Hardward sniffed. Sniffed means drew air through the nose. Musty, smelling unpleasantly old and slightly wet. Dubbed means gave a particular name. In this stanza, the poet describes how Sheru's scent was musty and strong, and how it was the perfect example of what was known as tiger scent. Children, you know how the tiger scent smells? Yes. Many of you have visited zoo, and there you have smelled the tiger scent. However, the deer had not managed to pick up that tiger scent. As a result, Sheru was able to hunt a stag that would fill the bellies of his family members. When Sheru was hunting the stag, his claw fell on the body of the stag in the same manner as a huge club with which you could easily beat any animal to death. Next, we will do 6th stanza. On neck and antler both were crushed. Now Sheru is gone, not anymore do people fear his dreaded spoor, pug marked on the forest floor. So in this stanza, the poet describes the way in which both the neck and the antler of the stag that Sheru had killed were crushed under the weight of Sheru's claws. However, then he suddenly remembered that Sheru is gone now. No one is afraid of his scent anymore, because they know that the scent and is consequence, threat of danger and death are no longer present. Sheru does not leave his footprints on the ground in the forest anymore because Sheru is no more now. Next we will do 7th stanza. Grief and fear start competing in Rajia's heart with Sheru gone. Will the hyenas hound her cubs? Can she leave the little ones alone? The poet again turns to so-called protagonist of this poem, that is Rajia, the widow of Sheru. Rajia reacts to Sheru's death with both grief and fear. Both the grief and the fear that she experiences are such large amount that it is impossible to tell whose amount is more. It is as if they are competing with each other for dominance over Rajia's temperament. Rajia worries about whether hyenas will chase her cubs around and finally manage to catch and carry one of them off. Lastly, we will do 8th stanza. When she goes hunting flesh and stone, the tigress Rajia lives in fear. A greater dread. When will again the poachers with their guns appear? Poachers means person who catch and kill the animals illegally. Okay? So here poacher means the person who are catching and killing the animals illegally. In this last stanza, the poet describes another apprehensive situation that Rajia has to face at times. Being the sole hunter left in the family, Rajia has to venture out alone in order to hunt prey and provide food for her cubs. However, she is always afraid about whether it is safe to leave her children behind at such time, since they are too young to defend themselves alone if some danger comes. However, the thing that Rajia fears the most is the appearance of poachers. So, poachers may kill her cubs in the same way that they have killed Sheru. So Rajia lives an unguarded life now that Sheru is gone. People no longer regard this tiger family with fear. Rajia fears that her cubs might be hunted by hyenas if she goes out in search of flesh. To make matters worse, the poachers might also arrive with their guns. So animals care for their young ones in the same way that we do. The poet of this poem is K.N. Daruwala, is an Indian poet and short story writer in English language. He has written over 12 books and published his first novel for Pepper and Christ in 2009. He is also a former Indian Police Service officer. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1984 for his poetry collection, The Keeper of the Dead, by the Sahitya Akademi, India's National Academy of Letters. He was awarded Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India, in 2014. Children, your homework is to write down the words to know from page number 56 and learn it. Thank you.